Have you ever heard the expression, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away"? Most assume, with no reason to think otherwise, that it is simply an easy to remember rhyme that stresses the importance of eating healthy foods to young children. But the saying did not originate as a harmless reminder. It was born in a frontier town in the early years of the gold rush, where food was scarce and money even scarcer. One August, when a bad drought had struck the region, a series of bloody killings swept through the town. Every night, a single house would be broken into, and anyone who saw the invader would be swiftly, brutally slain. Nothing was ever stolen, except for a few scraps of food. After 2 weeks of this, the local grocer set out a few apples and a glass of milk in the town square overnight. He then hid in the tower of the church, hoping to catch a glimpse of anyone who came by. Fighting fatigue, the grocer waited for any sign of life below. Just after midnight, he was rewarded by a chilling sight. A man, carrying a black bag stuffed with dull, shiny metal tools and covered from head to toe in cloth bandages, staggered into view. He paused at the sight of the apples and milk, then whipped his head around as if looking for the one who dared to patronize him. Seized with fear, the grocer ducked out of sight, staying hidden till sunrise. The strange man had only taken one of the apples and didn't even touch the glass of milk. No houses were broken into and no one was killed. For decades, the town continued to place out an apple or two every night, even long after the apple stopped disappearing. We've all felt it. You're up late, working, studying, watching a movie, reading on the computer. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's the feeling you get. You're tired. Your eyes burn and have the gritty feeling you get after not sleeping for a while. Okay, you can't go crawl into bed right now, but you close your eyes for a couple of minutes. Try to get a little moisture back into them. That couldn't hurt anything, right? Then you're falling. Like stepping off a cliff, you're in free fall, though your body isn't even moving. Then, like a bungee cord snapping back, you're jerking awake, heart thumping a little faster, blinking quickly, wondering what just happened. Doctors call it a hypnagogic jerk. A natural reaction, they say, to your brain thinking you're dying when your breathing and heart rate slow as you fall asleep. What the doctors don't know is your brain is right. Every time you let yourself nod off, every time you feel that falling sensation, you're not falling. You're being pulled down. And one day, your brain won't be able to pull you back up. They will have you. You are awoken from a dreamless sleep by a dull thud from the hallway. Your eyes snap open and fix instantly on the door. What made that noise? Breathing hard, fear beginning to twitch in your mind, you realize with a shiver that you've kicked your duvet off in your sleep. You quickly grab it, pull it around you, and unconsciously begin to tuck it around yourself tightly as you curl up, leaving no part exposed. You become a warm, safe ball, coiled, leaving only a small gap between the duvet and the mattress so you can see out. Pillows becoming shields between your head and the wall. You are briefly reminded of your childhood, hiding from imaginary boogeymen. But this feels more palpable, more dangerous. Another thud. This time, it seems louder, deeper, coming from just outside. Trying to keep calm, you run through all the things it may be. It has to be the pipes in the wall, which have been groaning for weeks now with ever-increasing frequency and urgency. They were never this deep or loud, though. The blind in the bathroom, left a flap by an open window. You double-check all the doors and windows each night. Perhaps it's your parents, returning late and drunk. They're always on a cruise for another week. Your cat, prowling through the house at night. You put it out that evening. Despite all your desperate reassurances, you feel the fear turn to panic, and you pull the duvet tighter around yourself, reducing your field of vision to a thin chink. Another, the loudest yet, just inches from your door. Your churning brain conjures images straight from your childhood nightmares. Masked psychopaths, giant spiders, shape-shifting creatures, amalgamations of bone and gristle, twitching their way across the floor, scrabbling with twisted limbs for the door handle, then scuffling in with a burst of speed, claws grasping for your quivering body. Yet another. Your breathing is hoarse and shallow now, mere gasps in a suddenly dry throat, lungs closing up, stomach churning and roiling, eyes wide and fixed. Your blanket is still tucked vice-like around you, your body pinioned underneath its futile protection, just inches of cotton between you and whatever is about to burst in, eyes burning, talons gleaming dully to claim its prize. Suddenly, in a flash of realization, you realize what the source of the noise is the old, falling apart bookcase in the corridor. One of the legs must have given away, and the tilt is tipping books one by one onto the floor. As you listen carefully, you can hear the quiet rifle of the pages as another tumbles to the ground. There ought to be one last thud, and yes, silence once more descends, and with it, a soothing calm. As you sink back into sleep, you glance around the room, still snugly cocooned, seeing the vague shapes become defined as your night vision improves. Your desk, chair, and television all emerge out of the murk, imposing good, sane reality on the void of night. Then, just before you shut your eyes, you see something that makes the bottom of your stomach drop away into nothingness. There, on the floor, is your duvet. Your screams are muffled.